A lot of people are worried about exactly what their roads are going to look like tomorrow morning. This is Midlothian Turnpike. A lot of this is going to start freezing up and become a little more slick as many people are not driving out on the road. So VDOT will continue to treat those roads throughout the night in the area.
Raymond Hawks is live in the studio with how you can get around this crash. Raymond?
Well, good morning to you, Brendan, and good morning to you at home. As you make your way out, this is where the accident is. All lanes closed. Jeff Davis, Cogbill Road. We talked about it all morning long, but it's an easy route to get around there. So if you're listening closely, you'll be able to get around this. So let's take Walmsley Boulevard here and then hop on to Jeff Davis. After we hop on to Jeff Davis, we're going to cut off at Bells Road to Interstate 95. Take Interstate 95 on the southbound side back to Chippenham Parkway, and that will actually put you back on to Jeff Davis if you're heading into the city. Live looking downtown Richmond. This is Broad Street at 2nd Street, so you can see some heavy traffic there, especially as they're getting ready for First Friday. So let's pull back to the maps here and see exactly what we're dealing with. Again, you're going to pick up just a little bit of stop and go traffic right along Interstate 95.
Red carpet, first day of school. You know, all those kids got fresh for the first day of school.
They did. But that's how you come to work every day.
Oh,
they rolled a red carpet out there. Julie claps when you come into work.
You know, you kept giving away all our secrets.
All right, well, one thing they won't be clapping about is this traffic this afternoon. Traffic is moving very slow right along Interstate 95 and Interstate 64. So you can see right here on the wall there, that traffic is pretty much moving very slow, especially right here along Interstate 64 right before you get to the Glenside exit there. Probably wish you could run through your way along Interstate 64 as you make your way towards the Staples Mill exit there. We do have some heavy traffic in that area. We're also picking up a slight delay as you're crossing over 64 over the Chaco Valley Bridge this evening. It was real. Would you have to go to somebody else's house to get the dress in?
I know, right?
I'm not just going to eat this.
Good point,
I'm not just going to eat the salad. Well, as you make your way out this morning, traffic is moving smoothly. We're starting to pick up some heavy traffic there on Interstate 95 on the southbound side as many people are making their way towards downtown this morning. Also, as you're crossing over the Chaco Valley Bridge, a few brake lights there right before you get to Interstate 95. So let's go back to the maps and see exactly what we are dealing with. We're talking about that green light along Interstate 64, Interstate 95, and also if you're taking the Chippenham Parkway, 64 east from the west end, you're not going to run into any problems. But in downtown, we are picking up a new accident. This is right there at 9th and Broad. It's not causing any delays just yet, but just want to let you know before you head into downtown and headed towards the City Hall area. So you might want to try using Cary Street or Main Street as an alternate route, or Lee Street if you're in that area. They also have a utility problem. This is at 64 East and Parham Road. It is moved over to the shoulder, so it's not causing any delays along Interstate 64. And we still have that one accident right there, 95 South and Parham Road. No delays in the area. But for now, let's look at traffic. Let's send it back to the desk. We'll see him in 15 years. See, she might be embarrassed. We got a lot of traffic to talk about this afternoon. One of the busiest travel days out there along Interstate 95. And of course, as you're heading along Interstate, it just froze up right here, but this is right there, 295 and 95. We just picked up an accident there, but you can also see the rest of Interstate 95, especially along the northbound side as you're heading towards the DC area. That's where you're going to pick up that heavy traffic. So let's pull back to the maps and see what we're dealing with. This is right there where that accident is, right there along Interstate 295, and that's just causing a few delays off 95. So you might want to try using Route 1 as an alternate route in downtown Richmond. Do it up good. You got to do it up good.
Man, bruh.
Should I take a bite before traffic?
Yes, you should.
I don't want to do it right now. Okay. I still got to keep going. You can get away with it.
Well, as you make your way home this afternoon, some heavy traffic right along Interstate 95 northbound and southbound. And we can also see the heavy traffic as you cross on over the Chaco Valley Bridge, making your way on the westbound side, heading into downtown. There are no accidents on Interstate 95, but again, just a lot of heavy traffic. Also, as you make your way along Interstate 64 on the eastbound side towards the Bryant Park interchange, some heavy traffic there as well. Let's pull back to the maps and see exactly what we are dealing with. There's that heavy traffic along 95, so the downtown expressway might be one of your best bets. Horsepen Road and Broad Street, we have an accident working there, and you're going to run into a few more delays. This is right there, Midlothian Turnpike and Arch Road, so you might want to try using Hall Street as an alternate route. But now let's look at traffic. Let's send it back to the desk.
Ray's looking at us like, soy, black bean, I'm not having none of it. Give him some meat.
I tried going vegan for Lent, and whew, I was sneaking chicken wings in the car. Didn't work. As you make your way out this morning, a little bit of heavy traffic right along Interstate 95 as you begin to make your way towards the Bryant Park interchange or heading towards the downtown exits there near Broad and Franklin Street. We're not picking up any delays across the Chaco Valley Bridge this morning. We did see a little bit of flashing lights for some construction there, but that has since cleared. Let's pull back to the maps and see exactly what we're dealing with. One accident at Floyd Avenue and Belmont, that's over in the Fan. She's the one at Meadow Street in Idlewood. Where you gonna wish a bus would block this traffic this afternoon. Unfortunately, this is one of the busiest busiest travel days besides tomorrow, as well as people are getting on their roads. So this is as you're heading on 95 on the northbound side near Sliding Hill. It's about a 4-mile backup along Interstate 95. So you can see those heavy delays there. Also picking up some heavy delays across the Chaco Valley Bridge. So let's pull back to the maps and see what we're dealing with. There's that heavy traffic along 95 and 295. So Route 1 might be one of your alternate routes, but you're still going to be stuck in traffic there. You also have some heavy traffic in the downtown area. But for now, let's look at traffic. Let's send it back to the desk.
All right, Ray, appreciate it.
But the picture, if you see her, she's falling down with a smile, right? Remember that?
See, they didn't let us do the crosstalk because they knew it was going to be bad. So.
We had too much fun with it.
Well, I was going to fall, but we're going to actually just talk about this traffic right along Interstate 95. You wish you probably could get out of this traffic very soon, but unfortunately, you're not going to go anywhere this evening as we're dealing with a lot of backups along Interstate 95 northbound and southbound, as well as Interstate 64 as you cross the Chaco Valley Bridge. So let's pull back to the maps and see exactly what we're dealing with. Here's that backup right there along Interstate 95 and the backup towards the Bryant Park interchange. So West Broad Street might be your best bet. But let's look at traffic. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thank you, Ray.
Pretty soon you can just sleep in the car and get to
I
where
was
you
gonna
need
say,
to
do you have
go.
to wear some funky hat with like probes?
I don't know how I feel about that. I have like ADD. So it's like, one second I'm like, I'll make a left turn. Maybe you're right. No, I should do this. Wait, did I forget the story?
Ray.
Yeah, so
That wouldn't be good.
I would not be getting that car. I'll just do it myself. So I have no one to blame but myself. But you probably want this kind of car because this afternoon you are stuck in traffic along 95 northbound and southbound, as well as Interstate 64 east and westbound. That's where we're picking up heavy traffic across the Chaco Valley Bridge. And as you make your way to the northbound side in the Bryant Park interchange, again, you're going to run into the heavy traffic. So the downtown expressway might be one of your best alternate routes. So let's pull back to the maps and see exactly what we're dealing with. 64 east at Gaskins Road. We have one accident working there. So West Broad Street would be one of your best alternate routes there. But then there's all that red, again, as you're making your way into downtown Richmond or out of downtown Richmond, and also working one other accident. This is at Broad Street and Lombardi. But for now, let's look at traffic. Let's send it back to the desk. And in places that are less traveled, like your neighborhood, you might see a few tire tracks in the streets, but you're really going to wake up to a lot of more slush and a lot of that snow and ice mixture that will fall again over the night. Now, if you don't have to go anywhere, the best piece of advice is to stay at home. You won't see any snowplows in your neighborhoods until 48 hours after the last snowfall, which is VDOT's standard policy. But if you have to, again, head out, please use caution. Working for you tonight in Chesterfield, Raymond Hawks, CBS 6 News.